Keep those clothes on. Let's be modest. We don't want to get too crazy now. Yeah, we're doing it. Just go nuts. Everyone. And then, same story, but a different action. Yeah, you're doing it. Everyone. Snip, 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 snip. We're doing it, everybody. Just don't confuse that one with another one with snipping. Oh boy. This is good for all you ravers out there. What's it saying? I don't know. What's it saying? I don't know. I don't know. Many, take a little parsley. Means you're in trouble. Yeah. Oh guys, I feel like I'm gonna be sick. We're just on there. Keep going. You can do it. Okay. This one is fun. Kind of disturbing though for the Bible. They're laughing at the bald head. Go one up, you bald head. Yeah. And then bears come out. Bears come out. And they tear a limb from a limb. They're tearing them apart. They're tearing them apart. Here we go. Okay. Don't take your eyes off Jesus, because then you fall down. And you say, oh, up like the Red Sea. And split, and split. We're splitting. We're splitting. Split, split, split. Now, this is important because you could say, I'm a DJ in one of those fancy clubs, right? Like this. But watch what happens when I change the face. Now I've lost an ear. You know, when they betrayed Jesus? Yeah. That's me. Kick the ear. No, kick the ear. Look. Get it back now. Kick the ear. And then put it on or just about healed. Let's get back to some oldies and goodies, huh? Just about what we're trying to down. Salt. Salt. Salt, 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 salt. Just about dead, guys. I can't do it anymore. We're getting there. But then I'm gonna take it down. So take it down. Take it down. Drowning in my own sweat. Drowning in my own sweat. Wait. We're good. We're good. All right. Have fun at camping this year, everybody. Have fun at camp.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, happy Wednesday.
Welcome to another Wednesday night. Hope you're excited about tonight, because I sure am.
Yes.
Got lots of fun things to do. More on the story of Paul, his testimony, and then you get to hear a little bit more of our testimony or our story as we teach you and help you to develop your story.
And we have game night.
Yeah, we have game night. We have a fun game. And just so you know, Amanda doesn't know hardly anything about our random
I
thing.
know nothing. He
I
said
wouldn't
just
tell her. It's a surprise.
Follow me. I'm
Yep,
like, okay, this ought to be interesting.
So let's do a little bit of review. What's first? Pentecost.
Yes.
Do you know what goes with Pentecost?
The Holy Spirit.
The Holy Spirit and
fire.
Fire, or the candle. That's right, Pentecost. And then number 2 was, this is an easy one, the church's birthday. Can you figure out what goes with the church's birthday? Pretty easy, pretty easy. Happy birthday. And then number 3 was the angel's visit. Do you remember what goes with that?
Break out of jail.
Break out of jail. The lock and key. That's absolutely right. Then we had the Ethiopian eunuch.
Who
and
did
Philip,
scrolls.
the deacon Philip. Do you remember what went with that story?
Scrolls.
The scrolls, that's right. And then we talked about, this is another easy one, the 12 disciples. And you remember what went with that? The ruler.
Yes.
12, 1 through 12, 12 inches. And then we had the flashlight. I just like doing this. It looks really cool.
I saw the light. I saw the light.
We had Paul's conversion. We also talked about Peter when he raised up Dorcas or Tabitha. And then the animals were let down in the sheet. And
weird dream. You think you had weird dreams.
Yeah, I tell you, it's crazy. And then last week, Sunday, we talked about the blindfold, and how that Paul's physical eyes were blind. Well,
Yes.
actually his spiritual eyes were blind. Then he saw the spiritual light, and his spiritual eyes were open, but then his physical eyes were blind.
Yep.
But then
His sight was restored.
his sight was restored. And we left off with Paul being in Damascus. And now he's going to get up and he's going to start teaching people, and he's going to begin his ministry serving Jesus. Now, he already had kind of a ministry serving God, or at least he thought he was,
Right.
when he was throwing Christians in prison and stuff.
And he had learned a lot of the Old Testament.
That's right. But when he saw the light and when he invited Jesus into his heart, everything changed from there.
Yes.
And he was out serving and preaching in Damascus. And are you guys ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Part 3 of Paul's life. Miss Amanda, do you have your Bible handy right there?
Wait, what's our clue for today?
Clue? What clue?
We need a clue for today.
We need a clue for today?
I mean, hello, we just talked about clues.
If you want a clue for today,
Yes.
I've got one right.
And just so you know, it's not Easter. So, don't guess that.
You'll see something later on with this. What is it?
A basket.
It's a basket.
Yes.
A tisket, a task.
Okay,
No.
moving on.
All right, moving on. Here we go. Acts chapter 9. I believe it's verses 23 to 25.
Okay.
We're going to start right there. I'm going to put my
You
glasses
said
on.
9?
Acts chapter 9, verses 23 through 25.
Okay, I think this will tell us what our clue is
Probably.
all about. Okay, so here we go. After many days had gone by, there was a conspiracy among the Jews to kill him. But
Conspiracy is another word for a plot.
yeah, a
They
plan.
planned to get him.
Yeah, but Saul learned of their plan. Day and night they kept close watch on the city gates in order to kill him. But his followers took him by night, very sneaky here, and lowered him in a basket through an opening in the wall. Can you imagine riding a basket over a probably tall wall?
I don't think I could fit in this basket.
No. I wonder how big Paul's basket was.
It had to be a pretty big basket, because if you think about it, it had to hold the weight of a man.
And so did the handle, unless they strapped it like underneath and he held ropes.
Yeah. Like we have giant baskets on hot air balloons, so maybe it was kind of like that.
That would
But
be
you know-
hard to steady.
Yeah, here's the story. Here's how it kicks off. Paul's seen the light. He's blind. He goes to Damascus. He asks forgiveness. He gives his heart to Jesus. He gets baptized, and now he's preaching. The same Saul that was throwing Christians in prison.
And why everyone had to scatter in Jerusalem.
Yeah, the Christians were afraid of him
Yeah.
and didn't like him and scattered. Now he's become a Christian. He's starting to teach, and the other Jews are mad at him.
Yeah.
Wow, he
He's-
can't win.
Yeah, exactly.
But he goes all over Damascus preaching, and Caiaphas, the high priest, hears about it, and he sends soldiers and other people to Damascus to capture Saul.
Yeah.
And the Bible tells us
Off with his head.
Saul found out about it, and when Saul found out about it, the other disciples that were there led him
Sneaky.
over
That
the
was
wall
really cool thinking.
in a basket. Now, that's just the beginning of our lesson, the beginning of our story, but I want to go ahead and show you the animated clip, because that helps us see better how it all begins.
Please, forgive me for what I have done to you and your people. That was not me. That was Saul. I have repented of my sins. I have entered the waters of baptism. Please, my name is now Paul. Welcome, Paul. Welcome, brother. God is merciful. I know how Caiaphas works. He'll be coming for me.
If they come for you, we're prepared to fight.
No. Please. I'll stay with Jeremiah tonight. Then I'll be leaving in the morning.
We can hide you here.
While people like Saul of Tarsus roam the streets and threaten your children? No. I'm only putting your lives in danger.
Safe journeys, Brother Paul.
Where is Saul?
Try the south gate first. If it's guarded, go to the east. Paul, be careful.
Trampled to death.
Oh, Paul! I thought you'd left. I can't get out. Caiaphas has men all over town.
Oh, you must be hungry. Here. I better make sure this is latched. You never... Oh! It's you. I was just closing up. I mean, I'm close.
Have you seen Paul? It would be stupid for someone to hide Paul. You know that, right? Mind if I take this one?
That should be enough food until you get to safety.
More than enough.
I knew I'd be able to use these baskets someday.
Do you know where you'll go? Yes. Wherever the people will listen.
This preaching, it won't be easy, Paul.
I like a good fight.
Quickly! We must hurry!
Safe travels, Paul.
Goodbye, Paul.
Farewell.
God bless you, Brother Paul.
Keep the faith, brethren. Keep the faith.
We're back. Wow.
I don't know. I kind of want to ride in a basket.
It seems like it would be fun. I always wanted to go up in a hot air balloon, but I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah, I don't think you could handle that.
I just think it'd be cool to be in the basket, but then you start looking over and that basket tilts a little bit. I'd be scared. You know what, though? I don't think Paul was scared. And you'll hear me call him Paul. His name was Saul. It got changed to Paul. But in Acts chapter 13, Luke, who wrote Acts, says, and Saul, who is also called Paul. So we don't know exactly how his name changed and everything. Right. But I bet it had to do with him giving his heart to Jesus and not wanting to be the same as he was before.
Yeah. Or and not wanting to be known by his old name.
Right, because people would be afraid of him.
Yeah.
And so maybe it was just easier to change it to Paul. But we want to continue with our story. Yes, our little animated story was the very beginning, but it doesn't stop there because you see, when they lowered Paul over the wall, he went to Jerusalem.
Yeah, it's like, where did he go?
And you know, it's kind of crazy that he went to Jerusalem because where was he chasing all the Christians?
Jerusalem.
In Jerusalem and throwing them in jail. Now, where's he going?
Jerusalem.
Back to Jerusalem. So let's keep reading. Let's read Acts chapter 9, verse 26.
All right, it says, when he came to Jerusalem, he tried to join the disciples, But they were all afraid of him. I don't blame him.
There you have it. I'm sorry.
Not believing that he really was a disciple. So they didn't believe him and they were afraid of him.
You know what? I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Here's Saul been throwing him in prison. He goes to Damascus and everybody thinks he's going to go do it there. And they don't have news media like we do, so word wouldn't get out. He goes to Damascus. He sees the light. Jesus gets a hold of his heart, and all of a sudden he's a changed man. Yeah. And he's preaching in Damascus. Caiaphas heard about it. Caiaphas sent soldiers. Saul escapes. He goes back to Jerusalem, and he wants to meet with the disciples. The same guys that he was chasing, the same guys he was trying to throw into prison, he wants to meet and say, hey guys, I'm on your side now. Well, he shows up, and like I said, I don't blame them. They're afraid of him. I mean, he's there. They're like, we heard about you. Yeah. We heard that you were changed, but
it proves that it takes some time to build trust.
That's right.
They didn't trust him yet.
And that's part of what our lesson's going to be about tonight is when you ask Jesus into your heart and he changes you, sometimes your friends see you and they're like, are you different? Because you won't do the same things you used to do. Now, maybe you're young and none of that's happened. I know it happened to me. It might have happened to Miss Amanda. I know it's happened to a lot of my friends. It definitely happened to Saul. Let's keep reading. Let's read now Acts chapter 9, verses 27 and 28.
Okay, it says here, but Barnabas took him and brought him to the apostles. He told them how Saul on his journey had seen the Lord, and that the Lord had spoken to him, and how in Damascus he had preached fearlessly in the name of Jesus. So Saul stayed with them and moved about freely in Jerusalem, speaking boldly in the name of the Lord.
There you have it. It took somebody special coming in and saying, no, I know that Saul is no longer who he was. I've heard his testimony. I've heard him preach. I've seen his love. I've seen his compassion. He is forgiven, and he is God's chosen instrument. Remember, we talked about that on Sunday. When the guy came to heal him, and he said, this is God's chosen instrument. Now Paul's in Jerusalem, and he's preaching in Jerusalem, and more the disciples begin to accept him. You know, they started to scatter because of everything that was going on. And read the last part of that verse again.
Which verse?
Verse 28.
Says, so Saul stayed with them and moved about freely in Jerusalem, speaking boldly in the name of the Lord.
So he's free. He's going all over Jerusalem and he's speaking and everything's going great. And happily ever after, that's the end of the story, right? No. The Jews still don't like him, and the Jews are still going to come after him. We're going to flip over 2 chapters because Acts chapter 10 is all about Peter. You remember we talked about Peter healing Dorcas or Tabitha, and then going to see Cornelius and the dream and the vision. All that happened in chapter 10. So let's pick up where the story leaves off, but let's go all the way down to Acts chapter 11, verse 19.
Says here, now those who had been scattered by the persecution that had broke out when Stephen was killed, traveled as far as Phoenicia, Cyprus, and Antioch, spreading the word only among Jews. It says here, some of them, however, men from Cyprus and Cyrene, went to Antioch and began to speak to Greeks also, telling them the good news about the Lord Jesus. The Lord's hand was with them, and a great number of people believed and turned to the Lord. News of this reached the church in Jerusalem, and they sent Barnabas to Antioch. When he arrived and saw what the grace of God had done, he was glad and encouraged them all to remain true to the Lord with all their hearts. He was a good man, full of the Holy Spirit and faith, and a great number of people were brought to the Lord.
Why don't you go ahead and read verse 25 and 26 too?
Okay, it says here, then Barnabas went to Tarsus to look for Saul. And when he found him, he brought him to Antioch. So for a whole year, Barnabas and Saul met with the church and taught great numbers of people. The disciples were called Christians first in Antioch.
There you have part 3 of the story. Saul left Damascus because he was in trouble. He went to Jerusalem and he stayed in Jerusalem and he preached in Jerusalem for a while until things got bad and he had to leave Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Lots of people left Jerusalem. He went to Tarsus. The disciples continued to teach, and people left and scattered, and some only taught Jews, but the Bible also says some taught Hellenists or Gentiles. These would be people who weren't Jews, who had never heard the gospel, didn't know who Jesus was. And now they're teaching them, and the disciples find out about it, and they send Barnabas to Antioch,
which was a follower of Christ,
to Antioch, to talk to the new believers there. And while he's there, he's preaching and teaching, and he decides to go to Tarsus and look for Saul. He finds Saul, and he wants Saul to help him, and so he brings Saul back to Antioch. And for a whole year,
they spend the whole year together.
They taught together in Antioch. They preached. They taught other people how to become Christians, and then taught them all about the Bible.
Yes.
The Jews knew all about the law, but the other people, the people that weren't Jews, they didn't know about the law.
Nope.
They didn't know about the prophets. They didn't know about the Messiah. So Paul or Saul and Barnabas spent that whole year teaching. And one of the really neat things is that last verse we read. It says that the disciples were first called Christians in Antioch. Miss Amanda, do you remember what they were called before that?
They were called followers of the way.
That's right, followers or people of the way. Now they're Christians. And you know what? That's what we're called, Christ followers. If you give your heart to Jesus, if you ask God to forgive you of your sins, and you believe that Jesus died, was buried, and rose again, you become a child of God, a follower of Christ, and you're called a Christian. And that's what the disciples were called. They were called Christians. Now, here's where the story gets just amazingly excited, but it's going to be a to be continued. We're not going to hear all about it. But Saul
There's so
and
much
Barnabas
information on Paul.
began to travel. It starts in Antioch. For a year they're there, but then all of a sudden they take off and they start going otherwhere. And there are 3 big trips that Paul takes, and we're going to learn about those on different nights. Paul's first journey, Paul's second journey, Paul's third journey, and all the people he went and how they traveled. But one of the verses that I really want to think about today as we talk about Paul's story and as we talk about our story is they taught a great many people. Paul, Barnabas, disciples, they were teaching
that was their ministry.
Kinds of people. And you know what? When I was growing up, I didn't know I wanted to be a teacher. When I was little, I thought, I want to be a policeman. And then as I got older, I thought, you know what? I have a really neat children's pastor when I was your age, and I thought, I want to be like him. And then as I got older, I wanted to be a youth pastor. And then as I got older, boy, things just kept changing. And it's like, someday when I'm grown up, I'll know what I'm supposed to be. But I'm just going to keep doing what God says, even now. Even though I'm 54, I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
That's not true.
Well, it
you
is
want to
true.
be a children's pastor.
I love being a children's pastor, but I didn't start out that way. But I started out teaching. Miss Amanda, I think you said that you were actually teaching Henry when Henry was little, when you actually got saved.
Yeah, so Henry, my baby, was like 3 years old, which he's 20 right now. But when he was about 3 years old, started teaching preschool children's church, and I was learning about Jesus by reading the kids' Bible. And we would meet together, and I would act out Bible stories with the preschoolers. And so they were able to understand it. So I started teaching preschool. So my first ministry after becoming a Christian was teaching preschool children's church. But through the years, I've taught, all grade levels of children's church and Wednesday night activities. And then I worked as a youth leader for about, 6 or 8 years, and also did children's ministry during that time. So I've worked with kids and teenagers for about 18 years for my ministry.
So you've been all wrapped up with the young people, from little bitty itty ones.
Yeah.
You've probably even worked in the nursery, haven't you?
Some, but I pretty
Not
much
much.
wanted to teach. Even though I love babies, I played with baby dolls until I was 6th grade, and still loved my baby dolls even in middle school. And so I knew God was preparing me, like looking back, to work with kids, because I loved kids from the beginning. I've always loved babies, and then I became a pediatric nurse. So
Yeah,
I love
that's a big
babies at
word
the
to me,
hospital too.
A kids nurse.
Yeah.
So she works at Children's. She works with kids as her job. She works with kids in her ministry. And some of these kids have grown up and she worked with them as youth. And some of them still like to hang out with her and do things with her.
And we also have another ministry for kids, and we do foster care.
That's right. We take care of kids who need some extra help, and we do that. That's what we love to do. For me, my story's a little bit different, but not much different. The first time I taught, I was, get this, 10 years old.
Yeah, because
I
your
didn't know
mom
what
was
I
a
was
teacher.
doing. I was clueless, but my mom was a teacher, and she worked at a big church, and she was in charge of all the 3-year-olds. Do you know how many 3-year-olds she had in her class?
I remember it was a lot, but I don't know how many.
90.
What?
She had 3 classes with 30 kids in each class.
That's a
Tons
lot of
kids.
3-year-olds.
And I watched my mom all the time. I would go to my Sunday school class, and I would go to children's church, and in the summer sometimes we would help out, and I would watch my mom teach, and I watch my mom make crafts, and I watch my mom sing, even though she'll tell you she really can't sing. She says, I sing for the kids. But she loved working with kids, and I watched her, and I'll never forget the first story I taught. I went to her one day, I said, Mom, I want to teach a story. She was like shocked. Now, when I was little, I told stories all the time. I would make up crazy stories.
Yeah, but not Bible stories. So what kind of story did you teach?
Kids. And so she said, okay, I'll help you. And I read a story. It's a moral story. It's not really a Christian story, about a monkey who disobeyed his mom. And he got in big trouble.
Okay.
And so Mom helped me. We took a hanger, and we put pantyhose around the hanger, and we put ears on it, and we put a face on it, and that was my monkey. And I told how the monkey wanted to go play by the river, but his mom said, don't go play by the river.
Okay, so you told a story about how to obey your parents.
And it was all about obeying parents. And then as I got older, I traveled, I did puppet teams, and as I got older, I went to college, and I worked with youth, and I worked with children. I became a school teacher, but I kept working in church, still teaching children, still teaching youth, and guess where I am today?
Teaching kids still.
Teaching kids, and I love it. Oh, it's so much fun because you guys are like sponges. You soak it all in, and you just want to learn. And I'm sure that's the way it was for Saul. He loved teaching so much that he would teach and teach, and the people wanted to hear, and I love to teach, and Miss Amanda loves to teach, and we love to teach you guys because you love to listen, and you love to hear, and you know what? As you get older, you're going to want to tell people, and people are going to want to listen. Some are going to listen very carefully and believe. Others are going to listen and go, I'm not sure I believe, and that's what happens.
And
But
some
you're
of
gonna
you
teach.
already have started your ministry because
right.
you're helping in the nursery, or you'll help me with preschool on Wednesday nights,
Yeah,
or
with Teen
preschool
Kid, you help
Sunday
us with
mornings.
Teen Kid.
And you're learning by watching us how we teach, and then we give you responsibility and you try to teach. So kind of like Uncle Buddy when he was around your age.
Yeah.
So that's how you learn.
That's part of our ministry, part of our job is to help you guys be
Learn
able to
how
teach.
to lead.
You may never teach a Sunday school class. You may never teach children's church or anything like that. We have lots of friends who do. But you know who you probably will teach?
Your own kids.
Your own kids. Some of you are going to get married. Some of you are going to have kids. I hope all of you get married. I hope all of you have kids. But you're going to teach them. And you're going to teach them about Jesus, just like we teach kids and just like Saul taught grown-ups.
Yep.
It's
That'll be
a
part of your
ministry.
ministry.
That's what God has asked us to do. You remember, he told the disciples on that mountain before he went up to heaven, preach the gospel,
Yep.
make disciples.
That's our jobs, guys.
Everywhere. Start in Jerusalem, and it did with Pentecost. And in all Judea, and it did because they were getting arrested and they were persecuted and scared, so they scattered. And in Samaria, that's
Some
where
of the
Philip
believers went.
And and some of the disciples went there. All over the world.
Yes.
I noticed earlier as we were starting the broadcast and watching, Miss Amanda pointed to her phone because there was somebody's name on it, Carol Patton.
Hi, Carol.
The Pattons, if you're still watching, hi. Boys, girls, moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas. The Pattons are in Ecuador, Iquitos, and they teach and preach the gospel to those people
in the Amazon.
in the Amazon on the river, and they go around in canoes
have to take
and
a
stuff.
boat. Yeah.
And they're preaching in all the world. And it's so exciting to have friends who do that. And that's part of what we do. But the thing is, between me and Miss Amanda and our other teachers and our friends and our missionaries, a great many people are being taught, just like in Saul's day.
Yes.
God chose Saul and said, "You're my instrument. You're my tool.
But you know
I'm
what?
going to use you."
Each one of us are too.
Yes,
I
you
love that someone put in our post last time, so I guess it was Sunday, said, "I'm chosen too." Yes,
right.
You got it.
Yep,
Yes.
and we were excited to see that because you realize God has a job for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a tool too. I'm going to be used by God. And that's our prayer for all of you, is that all of you would be used by God, whether it's in your job, whether it's with your families, no matter what you
friends,
do, no matter
schoolmates.
where you go, you
Yeah.
can tell the story. You know what? We need to stop and thank God for such a wonderful opportunity. God trusts us to tell others. And
Yes.
that's amazing that he would do that. Father, thank you for loving us. And thank you for the story of your son. How that he died, was buried, and rose again to make us Christians, followers of God,
Yes.
children of God. And now you've said, you know what? I want you to tell the story too. And Saul told the story, and the disciples told the story, and Peter told the story, and we're telling it too.
Yes.
And every one of our kids, the boys, the girls, the moms, the dads, the grandmas and grandpas, can tell that same story. And many people can be reached in Jerusalem, in Judea, in Samaria, and all over the world.
Yes.
Thank you for letting us do that. In Jesus' name,
Amen.
You know, it's an amazing thing that God lets us tell the story. I know sometimes when you get excited and you want to tell the story, but it's somebody else's story and they're trying to tell it and you're interrupting and they're like, it's my story. This is God's story, but he lets us tell the story, and it's so awesome. It's so exciting, and we're glad that you're part of it, and that we can tell you our story, and we can hear your story.
You can write parts of your story in the comments so that we learn more about
we would
yours.
love to hear about
I think some of you have, and we'll go back and read
it's
those.
really cool. When you saw the light, when you first started learning, and some of you learned in BBS, some of you are learning in
where
children's
did you
church
learn?
and Sunday school. Where did all those things happen to you? And tell us, hey, I help out at my church. Hey, I work in the nursery.
This is what
and we
I
know
do.
a lot of you do because you're our kids and we see it. But you know what? We've come to that time tonight where
Yes, it's Random Things with Amanda and Buddy.
that time in our program where Buddy and Amanda do random things. And
I'm so confused because I wasn't even part of this. I don't even know what he's going to do. So that's my disclaimer.
I'm going to wow her, and I hope I'm going to wow you. And when you see me again, you can ask me, and I'll show you. But we're going to do something really fun. I'm going to give Miss Amanda a piece of paper,
Okay.
and I'm going to take a piece of paper,
Alrighty.
and we're each going to write a number between 1 and 9. I'm going to write my number. She doesn't see it. I'm going to give her the marker, and she's going to write her number.
Okay.
Now, you close your eyes. I'm going to show everyone out there my number.
Okay.
You see my number? There's my number, and I'm going to put it down so she can't see it. Now, I'm going to close my eyes, and you show them your number.
Okay. Here's my number.
Don't anybody say it. Shh, be quiet.
Well,
Don't
we
say
won't
her
read
number.
the comments.
Okay, you ready? Put your paper down so I can't see it.
All right, my paper's down.
All right, now here's let's see the marker. You might need a piece of paper to do this.
Who?
You, because it's math.
Oh, great.
I love math. The first thing I want you to do is take your number and multiply that number by 2. So I'm not going to look. I'm going to stare at the computer screen and my monitor. So I'm not looking. She took her number and she multiplied by 2.
All right.
Did she do it right?
I
hope
did.
So.
That was simple.
Oh, okay, now what I want you to do is add 2.
Okay.
So she added 2 to her number.
You guys can check me.
Yep, there we go. Okay, now I want you to multiply by 5.
Okay.
Multiply by 5.
Close your eyes.
I'm closing my eyes.
Okay.
And now I want you to subtract 4.
Okay.
And if I did this right, it should be really cool. Subtract 4. And what do you get?
Wait.
You can tell me now. Did you subtract 4?
I can tell you what it is?
Yeah, tell me what you got when you subtracted 4.
When I subtracted 4, I got 26.
26. Something happened somewhere.
So I skunked you. You didn't skunk me.
Something happened.
So what was supposed to happen, Uncle Buddy?
What was supposed to happen is you're supposed to hold your number up.
Yeah?
And I'm supposed to hold my number up. And they're supposed to be your number. But something went wrong.
Well, let's see. Let's look back.
No, your math is right, but I goofed somewhere.
See, my disclaimer. Sorry. Okay.
But I could try it again because I think I know my mistake. But I got another one. This one's fun too, and this one will blow you away. All right.
Well, that one didn't, so we'll see if this one will.
Yeah, well, somehow, somewhere,
these are Buddy's math tricks.
This is my random thing, and it didn't work, which is normal for me. Here we go. You're going to pick a number and write down your number, and I can see the number this time. You're going to write down a number between 1,000 and 999. Write it on here with the marker so the kids can see it, just right across the top.
Between what?
1,000 and 999.
There's only one. If you do
9,999. Between 1,000 and 9,999. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry.
All right.
So here we go.
Actually, so I'm just going to use 1,000.
You're just going to use 1,000? That's it?
Well, it's easy to keep track of.
Okay, I'm going to write down my number. Let's see.
Math tricks with Buddy. He likes to do math, even on the side. That is just crazy to me. I'm not much of a math person. Although, I did get better at math the older I got, but still don't like it very much.
I wrote down my number. We're going to see if this works. Because
Okay.
if it doesn't work, I'm going to get mad at the little thing that said, this is how you do it. It works. It didn't. Okay, first thing you're going to do is right under that, you're going to write down another number between 1,000 and 9,999.
Okay. All right.
Okay, she wrote down, show them,
2,000.
2,000. I'm going to write down a number. I'm going to write down 7,999. Now, you're going to write down another number.
Okay.
She wrote down 5,000. Wow, you're making this too easy. I'm going to write down 4,999.
Okay.
See that? Now
Do
show
I
it to
write
them.
another one?
Nope.
All right, so that's
See
it.
that? Now I'm going to add all those numbers up. Let's
Well,
see
that'll
what
be
happens.
easy.
Okay. 0, 0, 9, and 9 equals
Come on, they don't even have to math anymore.
18.
They're out of school.
1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 9 is 10 plus 9 is 19. Carry the 1.
We're already trying to not let them get rusty.
18, 19, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4, plus 7 is 11, plus 5 is 16. Plus 4 is... Added it all up.
Okay. 20,998.
Do you want to check my math?
No, I just want to know what the math trick is.
What number did I write down?
2,998? How did you do that?
It worked that time.
Well, okay, props to you. Okay, guys, let's give him a round of applause.
So much for random things with Buddy and Amanda.
Applause. So because it was just random things with Buddy. We have to add the abunda.
Yeah, okay. Well, now it's time for games. Yes. We're going to have games. We're going to play a game. And we got a fun game. We're going to play a game that Miss Amanda loves to play.
Yes.
It's called...
Floor is lava.
Floor is lava. Ah!
So sorry, parents. Kids are going to be running around again.
Yep. They're going to run all over the house. So if you don't want them running around the house, just close your eyes.
Yes, please.
Plug your ears, because we're going to have some fun. Floor is lava.
Okay, now there's a twist on this so that we can actually play it as a timed game. So here's what you're going to do. First of all, when we say floor is lava, that means you cannot touch the floor. So you have to be on something like a piece of furniture or a rug or something, and you are not touching the floor. Because the floor is lava and it's hot and you'll be out. So here's your sample. I'm going to end up saying something like floor is lava, and then I'm going to give a room, such as bedroom. And then I'm going to tell you how many seconds you have to go get on something in your bedroom, count to 3, and run back and beat the timer. So
is the floor lava while they're running there?
Nope.
Just as soon as they have to get there, hop on it for 3 seconds, and then they're safe, and then they run back here before time runs out.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Let's try one.
I'm going to randomly choose rooms, and we're going to randomly choose how much time you get.
Well, let's do an easy one first.
Okay. Let me get my bowl of rooms.
Okay, and if we both disappear, it's because we're playing the game too. So, you ready?
All right, so
here we go.
I'm going to pick a room. Now, this is just your practice round. Okay, so I'm going to pick a room. Now, remember, I'll say the room. I'll say floor is lava. I'll say the room. You have to run, and I'll tell you how much time you have. Okay?
But don't run till we start the timer.
Right. Okay, let's pick this room.
Here we go.
All right, floor is lava.
Uh-oh.
Dining room. 15 seconds. Ready, set, go. Hooray!
I'm there.
Put your feet up.
And I'm already back.
Wow, we got that one.
Did you make it back? You know what's crazy? I didn't go anywhere.
We're already in our dining room.
I'm sitting right here, already
It's so
ready
funny
to go.
because I randomly chose that. So we easily beat the 15-second timer. Tell me, did you beat the timer? I don't know how far away the living room is from you.
It was a dining room.
I'm sorry, the dining room.
For us, it was like 1 second.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting in a chair. All I had to do was lift my feet, and we were there. All right, you ready for the next one?
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Up.
Yeah, comment and let us know.
Stacy was in her dining room. The brickler's finished. Floor is lava. Seconds. Wow, it didn't take them much time at all. We'll have to make it a little bit harder this time.
Okay.
What are we doing this time?
Okay. Floor is lava. 15 seconds.
15.
Bathroom. Go.
15 seconds. Floor is lava. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Run, 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 run. Sit on the sink. Sit on the bed. Jump in the bed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Did you make it back? Did you make it back? I hope you made it back. I hope you didn't get burned up by lava.
Okay. Let's try it again.
These are easy.
Oh, well, they'll get harder because round 1, we'll get to do the rooms with timers, but round 2, we start excluding things you can get on.
Ooh.
All right, so let's see. What's our next one? Floor is lava. 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Kitchen. Go.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Hurry, hurry!
6, 5, 4,
Hurry,
3,
hurry, hurry!
2, 1.
Woo! I made it back.
Good. Okay, you barely did it though.
I barely
Right.
did it.
What
I
about
hopped
you?
up on the kitchen sink.
What about you guys? Were you able to get it?
Did you make it? No, yes. That was harder.
Missed it by a second.
Oh, Joy. Faith, that's probably
That one
Faith.
was hard. Okay?
Yeah, 10 seconds isn't much time.
No.
And there wasn't anything in the kitchen to sit on.
Well, he got up on the sink. I said we need to get a GoPro so everyone can see what we do when we go do this. All right.
Checha's just said the parents asked him, "Why are you guys running?" Say, it's Wednesday night.
Say it's part of church, so yay, I get to do it. All right.
Here we go.
All right, this one is harder. Floor is lava. Now, this might take some explaining because here's the thing. If you go outside to have to do floor is lava, every piece of the ground is lava. The grass, the porch, the stone that's like your walkway or something like that, you cannot touch any of it. So, wherever you are going outside, you cannot touch the grass, the driveway, the concrete, your porch that you step out on. All of that is lava, so you have to find something to get on. All right, floor is lava, outside, 20 seconds. Go. The deck is lava. You better get on that swing. Lift your feet up. Hurry back. Hurry back. Okay, you counted to 3. You're almost here. I accidentally switched.
Switch to what?
See?
Wow, that was weird.
Yeah, it went from 5 to 15. Way to go. Well, did you make it back?
I made it back.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, it
Next
says
game.
did it. Someone went on the porch swing. Who else?
I went on the porch swing.
Okay. Someone jumped over
Over
the
the
couch.
couch.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. All right, here's the next one. Da 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 da. Here we go.
Faith stood on a rug.
Good. Okay, floor is lava. 15 seconds. Bedroom. Go.
10, 9, 8, 7,
You can't even
6,
run to the bedroom
5,
in 15 seconds.
4,
No,
3,
don't give back.
2,
Hurry, buddy,
1.
hurry! Where's your mouse, buddy? I can't reach it.
I got it.
Okay.
Woo!
Well, he missed that about 5 seconds or so. All right.
I'm out of breath.
Who was able to get it? That was hard if you had to go upstairs to your bedroom.
Yeah, but I had to go out around the table, all the way around the table, behind the couch.
Oh, the Chechas barely made it.
That figures.
Well, they're young and swift. All right.
Yes.
Let's see
Here
our
we go.
next one. Okay.
Woo!
They had to
Maybe
go
I'll
up
let Amanda do
They
the
had to
next
go
one.
up 30 steps.
Who had to go up 30 steps?
Oh my goodness, the
Wow.
Chechas, and they still made it. That was awesome. All right. Floor is lava. 20 seconds. Living room. Go.
Go. Well, that wasn't.
That took me 16 seconds. Wow. That was easy. But if you were in your bedroom and had to go check out the living room, then this could be challenging. But if you're already in the living room, that was easy peasy. So you got it.
Boom.
Let us know.
I bet a bunch of people got that one.
Okay.
Made it, got it. Lots of people.
All right, here we go. Here's our next one. Oh, they were already there. The Ricklers were.
Oh.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yep.
Other room. 10 seconds.
What's other room?
Floor. Any other room that you haven't done.
Oh, any room you haven't done. Okay.
Other room. Floor is lava. 10 seconds. Go.
Go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
take it back?
I didn't. Because I didn't leave.
She never left. She just said, I'm just going to let the lava get me.
Well, actually, I thought I forgot I was the one running, and I knew I definitely wouldn't make it because I was like 5 seconds into it that I even remembered I should have been doing it. So
I thought about running to the garage and hopping on something,
Yeah.
but
Okay, that was round 1. So I hope you did pretty well, because round 2, we're going to also list objects that you can't use to get off the floor.
so like if you say outdoors again, you can say you can't use the swing.
Right. I can say,
So I have to run out there and find something that's not the swing
right,
to sit
because
on.
it doesn't count anymore.
I hope you give me a little more time.
We'll see. Okay,
All
try
right,
this
are
again.
you doing the first one or am I going to do the first one?
Okay. Oh, the bricklers use the office.
I'm going to move my chair so I can get out.
And move that basket so you don't trip.
I moved the basket.
All right, let's see here.
Paul is safe.
All right, so we have floor is lava, living room, no couch, 15 seconds, go.
Wait a second.
No couch, cannot get on the couch. Nobody's standing on the ottoman. Hurry, get back, you have 5 seconds.
Yes, I made it.
He made it.
I made it. Whew.
Okay, so how many of you did it without using the couch? Yeah? Oh, someone got on the table. Nice. Catch your breath.
Chechas are having their evening workout.
Yes. All right, I hope all of you are. Here we go. We're going to do floor is lava. Bathroom, no toilet. 15 seconds. Go.
That's impossible!
Hurry. Hurry. 8, 7. Come on, Uncle Bunny. Hurry, Uncle Bunny. You have 2 seconds. 1, 0, and...
I'm at the table!
Oh, that was actually pretty good. What did you get on?
I jumped on the top of the shower.
The top of the shower?
side of the tub.
Oh, okay. You stood on the side of the tub. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. All right, tell me, what did you stand on in the bathroom? It better not have been the toilet. All right.
Whew.
Oh.
I'm out of breath. Somebody jumped on a piece of carpet. I didn't think about that. I don't know if
You
there's
could have
carpet.
just got on the rug.
I don't think there is a rug in that bathroom.
Oh, wait, it's in the washer.
I went into the other bathroom.
Oh,
Could have
okay.
thrown a towel on the ground.
Yeah, well, that would have taken more time.
You get to
Okay.
be the next one.
Yeah. Oh, someone got onto the sink.
Whoa.
Nice. All right. We're going to see what this one is. Here we go. Oh. Do you want to do it?
No, I'm still out of breath from the other
No,
one.
I mean, like, do you want to announce it?
Oh, okay.
Floor is lava.
Floor is lava. Outside.
No what?
No porch swing.
No swing at all. No swing.
No swing. 15 seconds. Floor is lava.
Tell us when.
Go. Hurry. You got about 3 seconds. 2, 1, 0. Bop. Woo, she made it back.
Okay.
What did you go stand on?
Well, we have chairs that are stacked up, so I just sat on the top of the chairs. I felt like a queen.
Because those chairs are really high because they're all stacked up. Well,
Okay.
let's see. A chair.
What else?
Ooh, Checha said they're burning up here. They must
Oh,
be having
no.
a hard time. Okay, well, here we go.
Okay.
Next one.
All right, let's see
Just,
what we got.
we'll do 2 more.
2 more? But I got 4 here.
Okay, well, we'll do 4 more.
4 more. Okay, here we go. Let's see what it is. Alrighty. Floor is lava. Bedroom, no bed. 20 seconds, go.
I don't know what she's going to sit on. It's called the Chester drawers. Oh, I know what she's going to say.
dresser. Like I balanced between the two. I felt very adventurous.
Hopped up there.
And I even balanced for 3 seconds, so.
Awesome. Okay, a couple more.
All right, what did you guys get off
Rug.
of rugs? Those are
Okay,
lame.
next mat.
Really? Get on some furniture.
Car would work too if you're outside, they said. Put a pillow on the ground and stood on it. Wow, they're pretty sneaky.
Yeah, I was hoping they would say like I sat on a drawer or something. All right, here we go. Floor is lava. Ooh, other room.
Okay,
No rug.
no rug.
No rug or pillow.
No rug or pillow. I got this one.
20 seconds. Go. Go, hurry, Uncle Buddy. He went to the garage. What did you get on, Uncle Buddy?
I stood on my ladder
Oh, that's fun.
just right by the garage door, so that was easy. I was back in 8 seconds.
Nice.
All right, that was easy.
Yes. What did you guys stand on? Or where did you go and what did you stand on? Uncle Buddy went to the garage, stood on the ladder. Oh, someone stood on an air mattress. That was clever. Good. All right.
One of the bricklers stood on the Lego bin. I hope you didn't hurt your feet.
Well, it's a bin, not just like Legos. An office bookshelf. Impressive.
Chet ran to the basement.
Impressive. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see what this one is. I'll do this one.
Okay.
Do you want to announce it?
It is
Floor is lava.
dining room.
Dining room.
No chairs.
No chairs.
We'll go with 10 seconds or 15 seconds?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Dining room, no chairs, floor is lava, go.
Yes.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Better hurry, babe.
4,
No
3,
chairs.
2, 1.
Time's up. She didn't make it. She ran into the kitchen and looked around and went,
Wait, I'm not in the
"This
dining
is
room
not the
anymore.
dining room." And she ran back in the dining room, and all
I
there
sat
is
on the
is chairs.
table.
She had
I
to
sat on
hop-
the table.
She had to hop up on the table. That was too funny.
Okay.
I wish you guys could have seen that. We need to have a GoPro camera
That's
so
what I
you
was
can
saying.
watch us
We're
do
going to have
all
to
this
invest in that.
crazy stuff.
Okay. We have one more.
Last one.
All right. Who's doing it? Uncle Buddy, me or you?
We'll both do it.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Floor is lava. Kitchen. You can't use anything that you can move around. It has to be something that you can't move.
What if it's like already there?
You can't, like, you could do a countertop because that's not movable. You could do anything, like an appliance if it's not hot. But you cannot do chairs or anything that's movable.
Can I stand up on the water?
If you can move it, it's movable.
But
All
it's
right.
already there.
Floor is lava. Kitchen. 20 seconds. Go.
Hurry, babe, hurry. Oh, no, time's up. We ran out of time.
Woo, got on the
I was
countertop.
back. I was waiting to click the thing.
Woo, that was fun. Nice. What did you guys get on? Oh, someone got on the island. That's good.
Probably got on Mom's nerves.
Well, that's true, but they just only lasted like 15 minutes or so. So.
What are you doing climbing all over the furniture?
The Bricklers also got on the island.
Okay.
What does that even mean,
What?
Mirabelle? You're cracking me up. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, just a quick announcement before
Hung off the door handle.
Nice! I wanted a picture of that.
Wow.
That's skill right there.
Well, that was a lot of fun, and now it's time.
Wait a minute. Before we do our prize giveaway, I want to just say that in the days ahead, we are going to be doing shout outs to all of our 5th graders. So, 5th graders, we need a baby picture of you and a recent picture of you so that we can post it on our stream and talk a little bit about you.
Yep, I've even got a really funny clip that has to do with shout outs.
Yes, so we want to do shout outs for each of you, but you have to send me a recent picture and a baby picture. You can email it or you can text it to me. Whoever does that first is the first shout out. So get on it, kids.
I've got to tell you this because Maribel said something about Buddy and Jesus because I said I was going to go stand on the water.
That's hilarious.
So she was talking
Great
about
dad
walking
joke,
on the water.
Mirabelle.
A very good dad joke.
Okay.
Props to you. Okay, here are some prizes. Here
Yes,
we go.
we're
Ready?
going to do our
Prize
giveaway.
giveaway. Woo!
Yippee! All right, first
We're
prize.
back. Here's first prize.
We're going to zoom in and zoom out. All right, here's the first one. Dee. Can you tell what it is?
Batteries not included.
Yeah, it says it also uses 2 AA's. We can give you batteries to go with it.
What is it? It's a fan.
Yeah, it's a mini fan where you put in water and then I think you put water in. Or maybe you don't.
No, I
maybe
don't
it's
think you
just
put water in
yeah.
that
Maybe
one.
you just it's a handheld fan. So like once it gets really warm outside, you'll want one of
You
these.
can dump water on your head and then spray yourself with the fan.
Ah, true.
All right, here we go. Prize number
Prize
2.
number 2. Here we go.
Prize number 2.
It looks like it's sitting on my glasses.
I see a price code.
Okay. Now
I
can
see
you
a
tell?
box. It's 4.5 inches
Oh,
by 10 inches. A round snack dispenser.
Yes.
Oh, it's like a bubble gum machine.
Yeah, so you can put gum in it. You can put Skittles. You can put
M&Ms.
cereal. Yeah, M&Ms. Anything really. Anything small enough to come out its little spout. You fill it up and you put it in your room. I like it.
Awesome.
Okay.
One more prize.
One more. Here we go.
My favorite.
Yeah. Can you tell what it is?
I can tell it has lots of sugar.
Oh, now can
Jolly
you tell?
Ranchers. Jolly,
Yes.
Jolly Ranchers.
Yummy.
Jolly, Jolly Ranchers.
Okay.
Jolly, Jolly Ranchers.
So those are some prizes, and we're gonna see who won.
Here we go. Remember, make comments so I know who to do.
Yes.
We'll spin up and down, up and down, up and down.
Who
up
shall it
and
be?
down.
Who shall it be?
Drum roll, please.
Okay.
Drum roll, please.
Who is it? Who is it?
It is the Bricklers.
Oh,
The Bricklers.
yay!
Woo!
We're gonna go back out and see the Bricklers.
Yay! Maybe this
Yippee.
time we can say hi and talk to them.
Awesome.
All right. One more.
Sure, we'll do one more. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
I think all of you have already won a prize, so it'll be someone else winning a prize again.
If it's the patents,
We'll have to mail
we'll
you
have
something.
to do something. That'll be crazy. Here we go.
Here we go.
And it is landing on the Bricklers again. I got to do
Wow.
that one again.
Yeah. Let's try it again.
Bricklers. Wow,
Oh my
this is
goodness,
getting bad.
Bricklers.
Okay.
Jeez. All
Then
right, try it
take
again.
over. Here we go.
Yay!
Sahana,
It
Stacy.
looks like Stacy again.
Stacy.
Yay, we get an Ohio visit. We're going to do Stacy
Hey, that works
and
out
the
great.
Bricklers.
We'll go out and do Ohio.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so we'll send
Hey.
you some more pictures.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll send you pictures, and
Come visit you.
don't forget to be back Sunday morning.
We love you.
We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.